I am from UAE. I grew up here. We grew up not mentioning cancer in our life.
I came from a culture that cancer is a hush-hush thing. Nobody mentions cancer.
You know, I grew up being told that it was somehow improper to touch my body, let alone stand in front of a mirror looking for changes and then feeling my breast.
It took me years to realize that this check is about learning to know my body, not to look for bad things.
At home, if you examine yourself, whether you're in the shower or you lay on the bed, and just put your arm behind your head and start touching or feeling your breast.
I make sure I'm very relaxed with my arms just hanging at my sides like this. I look for changes in both breasts, changes in size, like is one bigger than the other.
I check to see if there's what the doctors call discharge, which is a fluid bleeding from the nipple.
I put my hand over my head and check from my breast, under the breast, all the way to my underarm.
I then turn to one side to see my breast in profile, and then I ask myself, is there a bump, is there a change, or even a change in shape?
Then I lean forward, which allows me to see any dimpling or puckering of my skin.
For me, I imagine my breast is in the shape of a clock. This is so I can cover every bit of breast. I use the index and the middle finger, and then I press where the 12 o'clock arm of a watch would be and move clockwise all the way around. I even try and press as if I'm kneading dough. That helps. Then I check under the arm area, all in just 8 minutes.
Touch your breast in vertical lines and examine every single piece of your breast.
I start with big circle around and outside the breast. Then I make a smaller circles going around and around. I work inwards until I reach the nipple.
If you feel a lump which is very hard like walnut, you must immediately go to doctor. If you see a cracking nipple or skin is dry or there is bruises, you must go to the doctor.
If you find any lump, and I would say 1 out of 10 lumps, it's cancerous. Don't think it is all the lumps are cancerous. Don't be afraid.
If you feel something like an orange seed, bunch of orange seed, and they're moving around, then you don't have to worry because they are benign.
In addition, go for mammograms if you are over 45. The death rate from breast cancer could be reduced by 1/3 if every woman had a screening of mammogram.
But again, remember, 90% of all women will never get breast cancer. Checking is about surviving.
Look at yourself, know yourself, and be aware and really feel your body without shame or fear.
As a breast cancer survivor, I would like you to examine yourself, feel yourself, get to know your body, and avoid getting cancer. If you find the cancer early, you can beat it and survive. So please do examine yourself, and you will live for a long, long time.
As you take care of your hair, your beauty, or all this, you should take care of your body. If you have a body, and a good body in every way, it's a blessing from God, okay? We should take care of it.
I was lying on the bed, relaxing, when I felt something unusual, something in my left breast. It felt like a small golf ball at first, solid but mobile.
I was feeling a burning sensation under my arm, and my shoulder was hurting all the time.
And I was just doing a normal routine self-examination on my own in a dark steam room. And when I felt the lump, I was really scared. I thought to myself, what is this? That couldn't be true. No, I couldn't have cancer. Why would I? I was always healthy.
I was getting dressed up one evening to go out with my friends, and then I realized that there was a lump. It felt like a huge lemon. I was really shocked.
It was one of those chance happening. A friend came in to stay with me and I insisted that she slept in my bed and I squeezed onto the sofa. As I curled up I felt something in my breast.
The lump wasn't easy to identify, and I felt as though I had to get to a doctor and try and find out more about the actual the position that I was in.
When I went to the doctor, she said, well, I feel there is a lump there. Do you feel it? I said, yeah, well, at this point, I feel everything, there is a lump. And when did you do your mammogram? I said, well, 6 years ago. And she said, okay, I'll send you to do your mammogram.
The next day, I went to the doctor in a real state, and the doctor stuck a fine needle into the lump, a process the doctor called aspiration. Fluid was drained out of the lump into the needle, and I was told I had a cyst, which is similar to having a sort of large blister in the breast tissue. It would soon disappear. Nothing to worry about.
The next day, I rushed off to see the doctor.
On which side it is?
I was told that I had a fibroadenoma and it was probably harmless. The doctor sent me to have an ultrasound and what they call the fine needle aspiration, which is really just piercing the lump and drawing cells.
Not showing anything abnormal, only a
The
peanut
diagnosis
size
was
of
correct.
fibroid.
I was lucky.
I did not delay. I went to the clinic, had a mammogram followed by ultrasound. The technician called in the doctor. He did the scan again and again, and then I heard those dreaded words.
They gave me a report while I was reading, lump, 2 lump, and all this, and at the end, CA, breast. It's just, then I said, what does CA stand for? He said, it's cancer. Then here at this point, everything went blank. The only thing in front of me is my 3 kids.
I was angry, I was fearful. All I could hear was cancer. None of the rest made any sense to me.
I got hold of myself. I didn't sit there and be lost and not knowing what to do. I thought life should go ahead because I had so much plan in life. I wanted to live for a long time and be with my children and celebrate their weddings, look after their grandchildren. So I decided to fight cancer, and I listened to doctors. I went and got different opinions. I took the chemotherapy.
Then I said, woman, you have to get up. You are all alone now. So from there, I did my operation. I'd had my chemo. Okay, I thought of the worst. I tried to take the best out of everything. I try to enjoy my time while I'm doing my chemo. I try to enjoy my boldness, whether, when I was bold in my chemo.
If you find a lump in your breast early enough, you don't have to have a mastectomy and cut off the breast. You can just have a lumpectomy and you will keep your breast. So please do self-examination.
If you have cancer, doesn't mean death, no. I get cancer and I get treated, This is the good thing. And from now on, it's been 4 years. I'm living a healthy life. Well, I enjoy my life, I enjoy every day. For me to wake up in the morning, it's a blessing.
Today I'm strong, I'm a survivor. The important thing to remember is that there is a chance of 95% survival if you catch the lump at an early stage.
Your concern and generosity have made this film possible. Thank you so much for your continued support.